In this video, I'm going to review the performance of my stock trading account here at Mindful Trader. This right here is an equity curve that shows the performance, and this is over the last 2 months. So this video is being filmed on October the 14th of 2024, and this time period starts on August the 15th of 2024. So it's a 2-month period, and the total return on account is 10.9% over that period. And I want to point out a few different things about this. So for one, you can see obviously overall there was a profit. It looks nice, it's going up. And just recently we actually had 4 trades in a row that were profitable, all in one day here on Monday. And so it was a nice way to start the week. But there's a couple things I think worth mentioning. One is, when you kind of pull your head back and just look at the screen, this looks like, hey, this is going up, this is solid. But if you get into the detail, you get a better feel for what it's like to live through this experience. So this basically, even though it looks nice when you sit back and look at it, it doesn't mean it's easy to live through. And that's one of the things I'm constantly communicating with subscribers about, is how to live through it when there's losses. Because even though there was a gain overall, there were losses along the way. And I'm going to show you some pockets of losses. Right here you can see losses, and here you can see losses. And so when you first look at this equity chart, it just looks overall like it's going up. Okay, great. I want to take those trades. That looks good. I want something profitable. That's great. And it is. But you have to be able to live through these periods right here, because this is not a direct straight line up. It's not an ATM that's just spitting out cash. There's also living through drawdowns. And it's one of the most challenging things about trading. And yet people who trade with an actual edge, who have a true edge in their favor, they live through losses. There's no way to avoid losses. The challenge is that there's real risk involved. And so therefore there's, nobody can guarantee with certainty what's going to happen next in the stock market. So no matter how much intelligence goes into a trading decision, the reality is there's uncertainty involved and therefore financial risk. And so that's the challenge that we as traders all face, is living through these periods of drawdowns. In this case, living through them allowed me, having the patience to live through those allowed me to then reap the rewards over time. And that's the challenge that we faced, is can we do that? Can we live through those periods? There's just no guarantee of what will happen in the long run. Obviously, my goal here is to put the odds in my favor over time, and to put the odds of subscribers in their favor over time. That's the whole goal, is to put a lot of intelligence, analysis into these trading decisions. And my trades, of course, are based on an algorithmic, data-driven approach. It's based on all this research that I've done over the years, and finding a trade setup that just has such a deep history of success historically, according to this backtest research. So that's the strategy I use, and this is how it's performed over the last couple months. This shows like some of the trade details down here. You can see today is October the 14th, and you can see we had 4 profits all show up today. Some of them were trades hitting their profit targets, others were trades that reached their time limits. So with each trade, I indicate what the profit target is, what the stop loss is, and what the time limit is. So it's always clear up front exactly what would cause me to exit a trade. It's all rules based. And we just had a nice little string of profits, and this was after a week where there was a drawdown, where there were more losses than profits. Now overall, there's more profits, as you can see through this data, and as you can see through this chart right here. But you can tell there's losses in here, and those are not something that's going to be avoidable. And so I think anybody who considers this service or uses this service, it's one of the most important things to understand, is that there is risk, and there almost assuredly will be losses if you're participating in the trades. But ideally, over time, it's something that could give you good chances of having a financial reward. If you have any questions about the service that I offer here, or just about the stock market or options. I also trade options in a separate account. You can contact me anytime. My email address is eric, ERIC, @mindfultrader.com.